Yes?
Yeah?
Cool.
Yeah.
Shit, hang on. Don't look.
Huh?
No, shit, don't look. Hold
Yeah?
on. Fuck, don't look.
Hello, hello?
Where were we? Fuck. This
Yeah?
one. Yeah, don't look. Okay. You can say hello now.
Hello, hello!
Hello. You made it.
This was your fault for choosing to hit the record button on the main menu.
I know it's always in my control. I just don't think about it. Trying to be professional. I promise. I promise.
Oh, we were never that.
So, we're in the desert. Oh yeah, we're in the flashback, sort of.
Yeah. We're in the not future past.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Because everything's kind of the same, but kind of weird, but kind of not the same.
Right? The future is in the
the
past. Onward, Aoshima!
Love me that dolphin creature.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Oh, man, remember when people liked Gravity Falls?
I do. Remember before we got to the end of it? Like, remember before we got halfway into the final season?
Man, I kind of miss the, like, half a year long breaks in between episodes of Gravity Falls. Like,
I mean, it let a lot of... It was good and bad because that all that time spent in between just made people go crazy.
it did.
And we got, like, some really reprehensible shit.
Dipper's
cheeks.
Dipper's cheeks. Dipper's cheeks.
You can't forget that. You can't forget shit like that, man. Oh my god. It's so bad.
Look, I'd rather have the memories of watching Gravity Falls while it's airing than Steven Universe.
Valid. That's fair. That's more than fair.
Like, Gravity had the decency of getting out of my way after 2 seasons.
Right. Steven Universe
Steven
stuck
was around for 6 seasons in a movie, and I want it dead forever.
Is it 6 original seasons, or does that include future?
That's including future.
Okay.
It's 5 OG seasons, movie, then future.
Are you saying you didn't love the movie?
No. I was done with the show by season 3.
It wasn't as good after season 2.
And I was just kind of like, why are we still here?
I don't know.
I hate Steven now.
Yeah, no, he's bad. He's not a good boy. And then future happens, and you're like, I just want to stomp this kid into the...
Yeah, I'm just like, how did you become worse? Were you supposed to grow up? And he didn't even... Like, you could have characters, like, grow up and be, like, worse people, but still compelling.
Yeah.
Like, I always think of, like... I know this is going to sound really boomer, right? Mm-hmm. But I always think of, like, Amuro from Original Gundam, where you have, like, original 1979 Mobile Suit Gundam, and, you know, he's, like, a child drafted into war.
Right.
And, like, does not have a good time.
No. Mm-hmm.
And then the ending of Original Gundam's pretty optimistic.
Okay.
But then you go into Zeta, and Zeta takes place like 5 or so years later, and Amuro's life is fucked. He
Oh no.
He lives as a recluse. He didn't get the girl. The girl ended up having to settle for like one of the like best friend characters.
Damn.
And they didn't even, like, have kids. They adopted kids because you know they weren't fucking. Loveless marriage. And, like,
Yikes,
Amuro's just like, I don't care anymore. Like...
Oh, hell no.
He's not allowed to do anything in life. Like, the government won't let him.
Oh, like...
Because he's a new type and the government doesn't want him to, like, be out in the world. They just gave him a mansion and, like, a life savings, and they're, like, live as a recluse.
So
he's
just like out of
he
the
has
way,
like
basically.
actively given up on everything, and even when he like gets drafted back into war, he's still like not really in it.
Well, yeah, I mean they basically told him to fuck off, and then were like, "Hey, we actually need you, so go kill yourself in battle."
Well, he's not working for the Earth Federation.
Oh.
He's part of like Zeta's weird, but like it's like, oh, your previous main character comes back, and he's like an even more jaded asshole than he was. Like
Amuro's more jaded.
Yeah.
What about Double Zeta?
It's so Amuro doesn't show up in Double Zeta, but he shows up in the war that comes out of Double Zeta, because that's Char's counterattack. So like,
And that's an OVA, or is that a series?
It was a movie that was adapted from a novel.
Okay, it was a movie. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. This cat, like, what the?
What? He wants you to pet him. He's letting you
Yeah,
pet
but
him.
I was just like shoving his face into a candy wrapper earlier, and like,
He forgives.
I just think he forgets more than forgives. Is that what you like?
Well, he's like, okay, maybe that's a little too much. Oh, he's gonna hurt you now.
Is he?
I don't know. He's taking it pretty well. Oh, there he goes. Now he's had enough.
Have you?
Yeah, I don't think he wants this any longer.
Okay.
He's like, man, fuck this guy.
The growls and snarl get fainter behind us, and I start to worry about what's going to happen to Raven.
Oh man, are we gonna go back to Raven and see his like just dead ass body on the ground?
Would you care?
Maybe a little bit. Raven's a sweet boy.
He's all right. Hopefully Jenna stops once Carl's out of sight. Hopefully she stops being rabid. Like whatever. He seems to be the only thing she's interested in right now. Carl's breathing raggedly in my ear over the sound of his stumbling clops and my dragging shuffles. Carl, you want to go back to your house instead? Carl doesn't respond, and I look over him to see him looking straight forward, eyes fixed on nothing. Carl? He gives his head a little shake, so I go back to staring at my own feet. My ankle is numb. Okay. At this point, which I guess is better than the lancing.
Like a lance.
Yeah. Piercing. Yeah. You could have just said piercing pain, though.
But he said lancing. It's all about word choice. There's no correct word because there's more than one word that mean the same thing that you can choose to use.
You're right, but you should choose the limited range that I know.
Everyone needs to cater the writing to your ability.
Yeah. The piercing pain I had earlier.
But just think, it's helping you to broaden your horizons. You may have never have used the word lancing, but now when you write something, you might use lancing as far as...
I think about it and go like, that's stupid.
But you gotta make it interesting for the reader, Josh.
No.
Yes.
No.
Like, think about how many words you've had to look up and how much you've learned just from doing this.
No. What's a dossier? I don't even know. Like,
a dossier?
Is it dossier or dossier?
Well, a dossier is like a compiled list of like profiles of people. Like
yeah.
It's pronounced dossier.
Dossier.
Mm-hmm. It's like spelled like DOSIER or something.
Oh, I know how it's spelled.
Yeah, it's pronounced dossier. Like
I spent 20 minutes on that in Pervader.
Think of it like a docket.
No, I know what it is.
Okay, yeah.
But I'm like, but you could have also just said folder.
You could have, but dossier is something more specific than saying folder. Because if you say folder, then you have to describe what's in the folder. Saying dossier provides connotations that you know what it's
See,
listing.
this is why we should just remove all words. And we'll just use pictures
and sounds
for everything.
We'll just make grunts. We'll go back to the days of grunting.
Like, you show a dossier and you'll be like, yeah, I know what that is because you're showing a fucking picture. Like...
Well, so what would be the distinguishing... If you were to have a picture of a dossier and a picture of a folder next to each other, how would you tell the difference? Or would they
it would
the
have
same
like
thing?
a little picture, on it with a paper clip.
Okay.
So you know it's like a profile.
Okay,
like,
yeah,
folder.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, see,
That's pretty solid. I'll give you that one, sure.
got there. Further down the road now, to the point where I can't hear Jenna or Raven anymore. Going this way might have been a good idea, since Jenna will probably end up going back to the mansion. Does she just need time to cool down? And where are we supposed to go now? I'm starting to realize that what just happened is going to affect everything. How are we even going to be near each other now? Jenna just tried to kill Carl. Jenna, that's reasonable.
I mean, yeah.
As a woman, she does just hate men, right?
Oh my god.
Like,
I don't know if that's entirely true.
well, okay. She is a girl boss. That means she just hates men, right?
Is that what that means? I thought a girl boss was just like mean to everybody.
I thought it was just being mean to men.
I mean, if you're a girl boss, to be a boss and be a girl, you have to be a mean person, apparently. That's how that works, I guess.
Right.
That's what people say. That's why the term girl boss is like, oh, wow, she's just a bitch because she's a boss. But, you know, like, I don't know.
I don't know. Usually when I watched, like, media with, like, girl bosses, they're fine.
To me, girl boss is just a funny term.
It is. I actually don't know what it actually refers to because people throw it around a lot.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I don't know.
Like, like be like, I'm girl bossing right now. It's just like, you know, I guess it's like a term of
Is it just a longer
empowerment.
word of just saying bitch?
No, like I'm girl bossing, meaning like, you know, doing things, taking control, making things happen, being like a boss of something, but also just being a girl because they have to gender it because, you know,
Reasons. Whatever.
But-
Or John.
Yeah.
I feel a sudden burst of anger towards him. A fucking serial killer possessing her, forcing her to do this shit. Carl's breathing is getting more ragged. I look over at him again, and I'm not really surprised to see tracks of tears down his face. Carl, do you need to sit down for a second? Take a rest? A few seconds later, Carl stops abruptly next to a smaller boulder, and I allow myself to be sat down on it. The ram doesn't sit down with me, though. Instead, he starts pacing back and forth in front of me, occasionally wiping his face with his arm. Carl, sit down!
I don't know what to do, Chase.
Neither do I. Just sit down for a second, will...
No, I don't know if we'll ever get out of here.
Carl sobs, then goes into a coughing fit. No, come on. We're doing good. We're at least getting somewhere.
Where? This could go on forever, you don't know.
I look up at the ram, trying to think of something comforting to say.
Chase, I can't do this. I need a second.
Carl turns and starts walking further down the road.
Yes, leave the cripple.
Yeah. Carl! Wait, we shouldn't split up. Hang on. I stand up unsteadily, leaning over to the rest a hand on the rock as I watched Carl continue his trek down the road towards the town.
Just wait, I need a moment. I'll be back.
Carl!
See ya.
Right? I feel myself start to panic as I stumble over after him. I realize that not only am I afraid for Carl, for what might happen to him if he runs off into this fake world, but I'm also afraid of being alone here without Carl. I hobble after him, but I realize immediately that I'm not going to catch up. I watch him go further and further away, down the middle of the road. I wheeze, clutching my chest as I try to keep up, the sides of my vision starting to turn white. I'm not sure what it is, the panic, my breathlessness of the world itself, but the whiteness seems to pulse with the faint sobs of the ram in front of me. Slowly, the white takes over, and I'm in a fog.
Oops. Damn it. I ruined the thing. The dramatic reveal.
The transitional. Yeah.
Is that snow?
Yeah.
Why are we... What? Okay.
There's this distant, rhythmic pounding that sounds like a gong. Where have I heard it before? I feel a twinge of worry in my chest that I'm going to be late for my next class.
Oh, he's at school.
Class? Oh yeah, school! There's the clock tower that chimes every hour. A freezing cold leaks through my fur and stings at my nose. I bring my hand up to rub at my shoulders, shivering. The ground is covered in snow, even though it never snows here. At least not this much. We had a flurry once once a few years ago, and even that was a surprise. I'm going to turn up the volume a little bit
Okay.
so we can actually like hear
the music. The music.
right. But where is it? Piled up on the ground? But here it is, piled up on the ground. My mind is still catching up to me, feeling as if I've woken up in a dream. Fuck! What happened? Carl. I was chasing after Carl on the road. It all comes back to me, slowly. I was going after Carl, and after Jenna tried to... I hear clopping up ahead of me. My head snaps up, looking into the fog, unable to see clearly through it. Hello? Carl? My voice echoes into the emptiness of the university. Pueblo University. It feels like I haven't been here in months, rather than just a week. I rub at my shoulders again before padding up slowly to one of the buildings. The pain in my ankle now is dull, a throbbing feeling, almost like it's dead.
So, like, for like winter areas like this, I mean, I guess now that I'm saying it, animals in real life don't wear shoes even when they are in the winter.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's not like they have feet coverings.
I'm sure maybe some do, just like...
Like, say Flynn was to go here where it's really cold and shit with snow. You think he'd, like, get, like, some foot coverings or something because
Probably.
he's lizard?
Yeah.
Or he'd be like, I'm not stepping foot outside until the snow has melted and it's at least 70 degrees outside.
Or he just won't move over there.
Yeah, or he'll move real slow. 'Cause he just, you know, being cold-blooded and all that.
And we're not just talking about his personality.
Yeah, his,
Yeah.
like, physiology.
That doesn't seem like a good thing, but at least I can walk. It's just that I have to limp, feeling like I'm walking with one giant log instead of a leg. I focus on the building in front of me. I don't remember this one. In fact, I don't really remember any of them. The buildings are different shapes, just built with the same material and color of the buildings at the university. I reach out, grasping at the handle. It's locked. Shit's locked, can't see shit.
Oopsie. Shit's locked, can't see shit.
I remember seeing one of those, like, change the name of a game,
Right.
but it still is that game, and they put that on the cover of Silent Hill 3.
Shit's locked, can't see shit. Yeah.
And
That
I'm
sounds
just
about
like-
right. Absolutely. Oh, damn.
That shit's so funny.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I stare at the door for a while, unsure of what to do. More distant clopping up the sidewalk gets my attention as I start moving in that direction again. Carl? I call out more softly now because I'm starting to feel afraid of where I am. While I can't see anyone, the fur on my neck is prickling, like I'm somehow extremely vulnerable. I guess the only thing I know for sure about this ordeal is that nothing is as it seems, and for some reason I don't feel like I'm in a safe place. Really.
Really? You were never there for me, you know.
I jump.
Are we getting a shadow, Carl?
Carl?
Oh, shit.
The only response is silence. At least it sounds like Carl, kind of. It was crackly and muffled, like it was coming through a phone. I start to jog up the sidewalk and notice that I'm stepping through the snow, like it's not really there either. We're not gonna hurt you. The voice comes right over my shoulder and I cringe and let out a yelp, stumbling in my run to turn and face whatever just whispered into my ear. I stare at nothing. I had that same crackly, mechanical sound to it. My fur is now standing up all over my body, and I rub up my shoulders again, hugging my chest. A soft sound, maybe a footstep, behind me makes a whirl. around in the other direction to find more emptiness. I stifle a whine and start trotting up the sidewalk again. This place is different. Something about about this place is dangerous. It's unlike the mansion or the cabin or even being next to the hanging guy. Something could hurt me here. I don't know how I know, but I know. Carl? My voice is getting more desperate. I've never felt more alone. Right now, more than anything, I just want to find Carl.
You want me to be there for you?
I jump, but keep jogging, basically hopping with the way my leg isn't working at all.
That's funny.
The sidewalk starts to curve, and I come up on the school's pond. I whisper to myself, "Fuck, where are you?" As I keep walking, the ground no longer feels smooth. Instead, I feel like pointed bits of rock sticking into my footpads, even though there's smooth pavement where I look down at the ground. I pass a little stone bench, one that Carl liked to sit on back when he was at school with me that first semester.
I just can't, man. I wish I could, but every stupid fucking thing I say is so stupid.
Facts? Trust me, man, it's not. I lift my hands up to my throat, shocked because I definitely didn't say that. My voice is coming through this, like the others, muffled, distant, from the direction of the bench.
You don't understand. It's like I can't stop going over what I say to people. Then I just worry about it for days after.
Well, just don't. Just forget about it.
Huh, right.
Seriously, man. No one cares. Just don't worry about it, okay?
Yeah, okay.
I turn around, moving back the way I came, not wanting to hear the voices coming from the bench. I move back to where I was and look around. The sidewalk branches off in several different directions, and I have no idea which one to take.
You weren't there for me.
What? I stand there for a moment, feeling the panic start to rise. What's the matter, cuntface? You're not we're not gonna hurt you. That's not Carl. That's not me. I'm hearing things. I close my eyes, hugging my chest again, stilling my breathing. Softer clopping sounds come from my left. I open my eyes and immediately move in that direction. Hey, we're just playing. I grit my teeth and mumble to myself. I was a kid. What was I supposed to do? There's no response as I keep moving.
Oh, is that the that was the fight with Jeremy and Clint as kids, right?
I think so.
I think like when when they were bullying Carl during the water balloon fight, and they were bullying Carl, and Chase stood there and did fucking nothing. Well, he went and got Leo, didn't he?
No, he told TJ to go get Leo.
He told, yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay, yeah.
There's no reason, as I keep moving. A loud pop makes me jump and cover my head. What the hell was that? Was that a gunshot? I crouch on the sidewalk, looking left and right, but not seeing anyone. Was someone shooting at me? It had seemed kind of far away. Whatever it was, just sitting there probably isn't going to help me, so I start moving again, a little faster, half bent over. To my left, I see the football stadium rising up into the fog. I'd gone there for a few games, and a dance that they held out on the field for homecoming.
Dude, I'm not feeling very good. Want to go back and play something?
Come on, I told you not to be like this.
Can't really help it, man.
Just tough it out. Another hour.
Nah, man. I'm gonna head back.
All right, then.
Alright, later.
I keep going, whispering to myself to Carl. Is that you, Carl? Can you actually hear me? No response. I keep going, listening for clopping. When I hear them, I follow. After what seems like about 10 minutes, I come up to a smaller building, one that the path leads directly into. I slow my pace as I come up to it, staring at the door. I listen for a while, but there aren't any more clops. I reach out and rest my hand on the handle, and then give a slight pull, expecting it to be locked, but it inches open smoothly. Staring for a while longer, I finally pull the door open and find our old dorm room. Like most things in this nightmare, it isn't exactly the same. Actually, it's probably about 3 times longer, like it's the interior of a stretch limo or something. And at the very end of it, I see Carl splayed out on one of the beds. It doesn't have a mattress in it, or he's just lying on the flat board. Slowly, I hobble over to him. He's staring up at the ceiling, and I'm kind of surprised to see a slight smile on his face. Hey, Carl! Carl looks over at me, surprised.
Whoa. Hey, dude, what's up?
He laughs over the last few words. I stare at him. What? Are you okay?
Actually, yeah, I kind of am.
Are you sure? I move over to the opposite bed, to my old bed.
Yeah, for the first time all week, actually.
I push myself up onto the bed, which is off the ground a good 3 feet more than the university. University. My feet dangle over the edge.
Is your ankle okay? I told you to wait. I just needed a minute.
I frown. Seriously, you just left me there, in a place with smoke monsters. Carl grimaces.
Yeah, sorry about that.
What happened? I slide around on the bed to face the ram, noticing that while they're tall, there's a lot shorter in length. Short enough that Carl's hooves stick over the edge.
Well, Jenna tried to kill me.
What else is new? I rub my shoulders, looking away. Yeah, but you know she's not in her right mind right now. We were talking about how maybe John.
Oh, it's definitely John. James tried to do the same thing to me.
Yeah, I was gonna ask what it was like.
Oh man, if we told Carl to let James stick around, that could have gotten crazy bad. Like him trying to kill Jenna, he probably would have stabbed her.
I assume that Jenna would have died during the news sequence.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Carl pokes at the wall above his head, tapping it with his finger.
Well, he basically just told me that I needed to find some stuff out, keep lies from getting out, that he couldn't tell me why.
I wonder what John's telling Jenna. And Carl shrugs.
I mean, can't be good if you...
Oh wait, sorry.
Yeah.
No, it's not me.
I mean, it can't be good if he's a serial killer. And Carl shrugs.
Yep. Sorry, I wheeled back.
Yeah.
Another period of silence. I don't mind. It kind of feels nice. Not at all like outside, where I felt like I was in immediate danger. The only problem right now is that there's something that smells kind of bad, but it's subtle enough that it's not really bothering me. So, we're at the university, huh?
Yep.
Wonder why. You hear the voices out there.
Yeah.
Things go quiet again, and I wonder what the hell Carl might be thinking. He looks ridiculously peaceful. Okay, did you find some weed somewhere? Because you're looking as chill as I've ever seen you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Carl scratches his nose.
Well, I guess I just realized some stuff.
I wait, but he doesn't go on. Like what?
Well, Chase, that I don't need you.
I frown. What? Well, to be fair, Chase, no one needs you.
Yeah, facts.
Carl laughs.
I mean, Leo needs him.
No.
I
Leo needs me.
Damn. I mean, sure. You go right ahead.
No offense, man, but I realized that I rely on people too much, you know?
I still don't really know. Did something happen?
I guess I always sort of held it against you with what happened with Clint back in the day.
Oh, the fight.
Yeah, and also some things at college, but then I realized that isn't fair.
He pauses, but I don't say anything.
I realized that I'm not responsible, that I'm really responsible for myself in the end. That I need to help myself.
That's good. I can't help but wonder if now is the best time for this epiphany Carl's having. But it explains the setting we're in right now. Did he do this with his own mind? I know everything we've been through. We've been through the result of our own imaginations. Carl sits up suddenly, rubbing the bed.
And that I'm sick of feeling like I have to do something important. That I need to be important.
He turns on it. He turns on his butt to face me and spreads out his hands.
Because I'm not. I'm not important at all. I'm a rich-ass, spoiled little shit, and that's about it.
Come on, Carl.
No, it's a good thing. I'm happy because I realized I'm okay with that.
Carl smirks at me.
I want to go to college, but I want to get an art degree. Then I just want to get some job I can halfway stand and play games in my free time.
He stares at me and I stare back. Okay. Man, you know that Carl became a Twitch streamer.
Oh, for sure. But hey, why not? You know, he could do it. He'd probably be pretty popular.
He's a gay. I feel like Jenna would be more popular.
Well, she's a girl. Of
Yeah,
course she would.
exactly.
Girls,
She wears her tank top, puts the camera down a little bit lower.
girls aren't real in this world, Josh. Not outside of Echo. Don't be crazy. I'd watch Carl if he streamed. It'd be pretty cool. Be a fun time.
Okay, I'd most want to see Chase, because I feel like he's a bad gamer.
He's such a not gamer.
And I feel like it would be funny if he'd be like, guys, so I just got Dark Souls.
Oh boy.
And he would make the mistake of like going to the graveyard first. And going
yeah.
like, why am I losing? Like, where am I? What?
He would find his way over there. And,
Instead of going to the Undead Burg.
or he'd like find his way into Blighttown immediately somehow. Well, no, because early on you have to get the master key.
Yeah, you need to choose the master key as your gift, and he would scroll over that and go like, "That doesn't sound great."
No, he'd probably choose like the black firebomb, or think that like the witch's ring or whatever the hell it was, the cursed ring or whatever.
No, that's also a good choice. No, he would choose the pendant
Oh shit, yeah, he would.
because the pendant's the one that does actually nothing.
Like, yeah. Oh man, man, Dark Souls.
Yeah, that game you'll never finish. Carl laughs again.
I resent that.
Look, guys, Darian's just not a gamer. Like he plays video games, right? But he's not a gamer. Do
I have to be?
Yeah, he's not. Oh, what's her name? Something Muniz or whatever.
Maria Menounos.
Yes, Maria Menounos.
Maria Menounos.
Top gamer, like
The gamerest gamer.
Love
Maria
her.
Menounos, top gamer. Oh my god. Yeah, no, I'll never be as gamer as her. That's
No.
for sure.
I know this sounds stupid, but realizing this, it just feels good to feel comfortable in my own skin. I haven't felt comfortable for so fucking long.
Oh, that's good. I try to smile for the ram. But I mean, we need to get out of here if you're gonna do anything.
Yeah, it's weird that I'm feeling this way right now, but what isn't weird here?
Carl reaches out to the wall again, feeling it carefully.
Anyway, when I said I don't need you, it sounded fucked up, and I still love you, man.
No, don't correct it. Let it linger. Yeah, I love you too.
Don't correct it. But I needed to say it out loud, I guess. I don't need anyone to make me feel okay. I just need to be okay with myself, and I guess I am.
I give Carl a weak smile. Not sure what else to say.
Sounds cliche, huh? But it's true.
I mean, I'm just happy that you're okay. You ran away so suddenly.
I had another panic attack. Almost as bad as the one I had here.
Carl points over to the opposite end of the room at the desk.
I came back from that stupid dance and had a bunch of homework to do for that computer programming class my dad made me take. I don't know, having that bad experience at the dance, then trying to figure out programming I didn't fucking understand, something cracked.
Carl looks over at me.
When I got back home, things were worse than they'd ever been. Then, one time I dropped acid and thought I killed you.
I make a face, but Carl waves his hand.
Long story, but then I thought that was a sign that maybe you were the one that was holding me together all that time.
Carl, I had no idea.
Yeah, how were you supposed to know? I didn't say anything, and when you came back to Echo, I thought maybe I could pull myself together with you there.
Carl grins.
Then after this hellscape thing in Jenna, I just got fed up with it, I guess.
Carl shrugs.
I don't know, I cracked again, but it's like I cracked back in place. I just feel okay now that we're gonna get through this.
I finally kind of chuckle too. I'm happy for you. I really am. Just wish we could actually get back to Echo so you can feel better there. Carl taps his teeth loudly with his finger, then looks at me.
Dude, I think we are.
Huh? I look at him quizzically. Carl runs a hand over the bed again.
I just realized something looking at this place. Can you see it?
I furrow my brow. See what?
This place seems familiar. This place seem familiar at all? Because now I'm seeing something completely different.
I squint. No, it looks like the dorm, just a super long version of it. Carl smiles.
Nah, man, we're in the diner.
What? But I can't go on because as soon as I see the shape of the diner, the dorm room melts away like a mirage.
Whoa, bruh, what? Okay.
It's fine. See, they were never in.
I guess not, huh?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Sure. Yeah, huh? Uh-huh. Yeah, sure.
We'll end the part here, I think.
Okay. All right then. I mean, good for Carl. I'm glad he's reached a space like that with himself. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's good for Carl.
Good for Carl.
Bye, everyone.